Simon versus the Homo Sapiens Agenda, Chapter 22. From bluegreen118@gmail.com to hour note-to-note@gmail.com. Date January 1st at 1:19 p.m. Subject read, Auld Lang Syne. Jacques. Poor zombie. Hope you're already sleeping again as I type this. The good news is that there are still 4 days left of vacation, which should clearly be devoted exclusively to sleeping and writing to me. I missed you last night. The party thing was fine. It was at my stepmother's grandmother's house, and she's about 90 years old, so we're back home in front of the TV by 9. Oh, and Mr. Sexual Awakening was there. His wife is extremely pregnant. She and my stepmom were comparing ultrasound photos of the fetuses at dinner. Our little fetus looks like your basic, cute little alien with a big head and tiny limbs. You can actually see his or her nose, so that was kind of cool. But unfortunately, Mr. Sexual Awakening's wife had a 3D ultrasound picture. All I can say, Jacques, is that there are some things you can't unsee. Any plans until school starts again? Love, Blue. From hour note-to-note@gmail.com to bluegreen118@gmail.com. Date January 1st at 5:31 p.m. Subject read, Auld Lang Syne. Zombie is right. I'm a freaking mess. We just got back from Target, and I actually fell asleep in the car on the way home, which, thankfully, my mom was the one driving. But you have to understand that Target is like 5 minutes away from my house. How weird is that? So now I feel kind of strange and groggy and disoriented, and I think my parents are going to want to do dinner tonight, as a family. Ugh. I'm sorry to hear about the trauma of the 3D ultrasound, from which you so kindly tried to spare me the details. Unfortunately, I'm a freaking idiot with very little self-control when it comes to Google Images, so now it's forever seared into my memory as well. Oh, the miracle of life. You may also want to look up reborn dolls. Seriously, go do it. Nothing much going on here this weekend other than the fact that every freaking thing in the universe reminds me of you. Target is full of you. Did you know they make these big, massive Sharpies called Super Sharpies? And then there's super glue, obviously. It's like an Office Supply Justice League. I seriously came this close to buying them just so I could text you pictures of their crime-fighting selves. I would have made capes for them and everything, except someone still doesn't want to exchange numbers. Love, Jacques. From bluegreen118@gmail.com to hour note-to-note@gmail.com. Date January 2nd at 10:13 a.m. Subject, Reborn. I think you've rendered me speechless. I just read the Wikipedia article, and I'm looking through pictures now. I kind of can't stop looking at them. You might have found the creepiest thing on the entire internet, Jacques. And I seriously laughed out loud at your crime-fighting Office Supply Justice League. I wish I could have seen them. About the texting thing, all I can say is that I'm really sorry. The idea of exchanging phone numbers just terrifies me. It does. It's just the idea that you could call me and hear my voicemail and message and know. I don't know what to say, Jacques. I'm just not ready for you to know who I am. I know it's stupid, and honestly, at this point, I spend about half my waking hours imagining us meeting in person for the first time. But I can't think of a way for that to happen without everything changing. I think I'm scared to lose you. Does that make sense? Don't hate me. Love, Blue. From hour note-to-note@gmail.com to bluegreen118@gmail.com. Date January 2nd, 12:25 p.m. Subject, Reborn. I guess I'm trying to understand where you're coming from with the texting thing. You have to trust me. Yes, I'm nosy, but I'm not going to call you if you're not comfortable with it. I don't mean for this to be a big deal, and I don't want to stop emailing. I just also want to be able to text you like a normal person. And yes, I want to meet in person, and obviously that would change things, but I think I'm kind of ready for them to change. So maybe this is a big deal. I don't know. I want to know your friends' names and what you do after school and all the things you haven't been telling me. I want to know what your voice sounds like. Not until you're ready, though. And I could never hate you. You're not going to lose me. Just think about it, okay? Love, Jacques. End of chapter 22.